presented Trtan back time for a few weeks. However, despite popular demand, we're going to do it anyway. All right, now, here's Trtan back time. August 3rd is celebrated as National Watermelon Day. Humorist Mark Twain opined, "When one has tasted watermelon, he knows what the angels eat." That's what Mark Twain said. Yeah, early watermelons, they weren't sweet, but bitter, kind of a yellowish white flesh. The sweeter tasting modern watermelon was developed over time through selective breeding. Now, seedless watermelons were developed in 1939 by Japanese scientists.
So they're modified?
Just
Genetically modified?
Yes.
Ah!
Well, but just through selection.
Okay.
Oh, this one has no seeds, this one has, okay, and then you get seedless or less
That's
seeds.
fascinating how they make them sweet, though.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Happy birthday to William Kennedy Dixon. Born August 3rd, 1860. Scottish inventor. He is the Thomas Edison employee who is credited with inventing the motion picture camera and viewer in 1891. Dixon developed his system using 35 millimeter film with a 1:33:1 picture ratio, standard format still in use today. His film, Dixon Greeting, in 1891, featuring himself, was the first American film shown to a public audience. And Dixon was the first person to direct and star in a film with live recording with the Dixon Experimental Sound Film in 1894.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And read what they did to Lumiere, though.
Oh, okay.
That was the journey to the moon. You remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah. Read
Okay.
the thing between Edison and Lumiere. That's fascinating. All right, August 4th, 1944, Anne Frank and 7 other Jews are found by the Nazis and taken to concentration camps. Her diary described their previous 756 days of hiding. Anne died in a Nazi concentration camp. Her father, Otto Frank, was the only member of her family to survive the Holocaust.
So sad.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Percy Bysshe Shelley, born August 4th, 1792, English poet. He's considered one of the more influential philosophical poets in the English language. He was married to Mary Shelley, the creator of Frankenstein.
I know that name.
Yeah.
Know that name.
All right, August 5th, 1953, From Here to Eternity, the movie based on the novel by James Jones, is released. It would win 8 Academy Awards with 13 nominations and included the iconic beach scene that you see there with Burt Lancaster and Deborah Carr. In 1954, the book From Here to Eternity was declared unmailable by the U.S. Post Office. It was too racy.
Oh, really? That's why?
Yeah.
I thought it was too heavy.
Yes, it was like one of those Webster dictionaries in the library.
Very long.
Happy birthday to Neil Armstrong. Born August 5th, 1930, American astronaut, first man to walk on the moon in 1969. That's just one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. He said one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. And I think more recent examination of it says he did say it that way.
Oh, okay.
Armstrong was also NASA's first civilian astronaut to fly in space. During his first space flight as command pilot of Gemini 8 in 1966. As a Navy pilot, Armstrong flew 78 missions over Korea during the Korean War.
Wow. Remind me to ask you a moon landing question later.
All right. August 6, 1970, 200 to 300 yippies, members of the Youth International Party, invade Disneyland. They took over Tom Sawyer's Island, put on a circus, climbed buildings, sang the Mickey Mouse Club theme. About 23 yippies were arrested, and the park closed early for only the second time in its history.
What?
Yeah, Yippies were a counterculture group founded by Abby Hoffman, his wife Anita Hoffman, Jerry Rubin, Nancy Kirshen, and Paul Krasner.
Didn't know anything about that.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Hoot Gibson. Edmund Richard Gibson, born August 6, 1892, American silent Western actor, performing in some 200 silent films and 75 talkies from 1912 to 1959. He also won the title of World's All-Round Champion Cowboy in 1912.
Wow. That is good for him.
I got choked up.
Yeah, I know, it's emotional.
August 7, 1888. The revolving door is patented by American inventor Theophilus Van Cannel. Yes, that was his name. He also invented and owned Witching Waves, an amusement ride introduced at Luna Park, Coney Island in 1907.
I've never once thought about the revolving door and how it got invented.
Yeah,
Never did.
and you know why he did it?
Why?
He didn't like to have to open doors for women. That's why he did it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you.
That's true.
Wow.
True. Happy birthday to James Randi, also known as the Amazing Randy. Randall James Hamilton Schwinga. Born August 7th, 1928, Canadian-American stage magician, skeptic, pseudoscience debunker. His $1 million challenge offered, well, he offered a $1 million prize in US dollars to anyone who was able to demonstrate any paranormal, supernatural, or occult power or event under test conditions agreed to by both parties. He didn't pay out a penny. He exposed fraudulent faith healers, including exposing televangelist Peter Popov by showing Popov used a hidden radio device to get information about audience members from his wife, while claiming the information came from God.
I think there's a movie about that.
I wouldn't doubt it. Okay, finally this.
Okay.
I've got to remember this one,
Okay.
because what's up there is not what I'm going to ask.
Oh, okay. I'm ready.
Okay. What has 4 letters, sometimes has 9, but never has 5 letters?
You're asking me to do math too. Can't do that. Okay, what has 4 letters, sometimes 9, but never 5?
You're right.
What? I don't know.
It wasn't a question.
What?
It was a statement.
What? Oh, what has 4 letters, sometimes 9, but never? Oh, why did you? What is the one you put in the prompter though?
Okay. What happened to the butcher when he backed into a meat slicer?
No idea.
Got a little behind in his work.
Boom! Drop the mic, Tom Trtan.
Well,
That
see,
was
I've
good.
missed a few. We haven't done it for a few weeks.
That's true.
So I'm
Well,
trying to
here's the
recover.
thing. Host Chat Hour 3, I'm going to ask you some moon landing questions.
Okay.
Okay, but when we come back, we're going to try some new treats from Andy's Frozen Custard.
Oh, good.
I'm so in the mood.
Yeah.
I need something.
Settle your stomach.